Well, guys, I'm settled in. Just chilling at a Hipcamp tonight. I'm actually on my way up towards Chicago area to see some family and stuff. And I thought on the way up I might as well stop and pick up a Hipcamp and try out the new 23-inch Slinky stove. It's the first time I've actually been able to use it. So does pretty good. My wood's a little wet from sitting in a tote in the back of the truck and it rained the other day. So most of it's dry, but there's a little bit of it's wet that was sitting in the water. So that's why it's kind of smoking a little bit. But all in all, pretty good stove, fire pit, whatever you want to call it. But I'm in Indiana, middle of Indiana, right outside of Indianapolis, right around Bloomington, Indiana. And I'm just going to relax tonight. I'm going to chill. I already stopped and had dinner, so I'm not cooking or anything. But I will show you my kitchen setup, and I'll get all that set up for you so you can see that. I got a few new things that I've picked up on the last couple expos, which I think are pretty cool. So I'll pass that along. And we're just going to chill. Check out my view. Hey guys, I want to show you my current kitchen setup that I'm using right now. Not permanent, but it's what I found works pretty good for me right now. And I'm always tweaking it and changing things around. So check this out. So everything fits inside the deck box for the kitchen. The left side is primarily my kitchen stuff, as you can see. This houses my silverware, utensils, all that stuff. Got a torch that I use to light the campfire and other things. I keep my dish soap, hand sanitizer, paper towels. I've got plates, bowls, cups, all stainless steel. Another cup. These are pots and pans here, a set. Always keep some Mammoose Camp Kitchen meals in here. I've got your typical foil, baggies. Here's my stove. And back here you'll see is some more pans and cast irons and stuff. And then if you go on this side, pretty much just have my sink set up is right here. But let me get this set up and I'll show you. So here it is, set up for the most part. You'll see I generally pull the right side deck box drawer out, and I have what you can buy at your local big box hardware stores. They're basically just shelves with Formica on them. And what I did is I had two of them, and I just put a piano hinge on it, so I'll fold it up. I'll show you that in a minute. That's what I use for my dishes. Stainless steel, plates, bowls. My general cookware, and you can see I don't even use all of it very much, just the bigger stuff. Little frying pan, bigger saucepan. And then I use a lot of iron skillets. And then that's simply what I use to cook on for the most part, if it's not over the campfire. I pretty much use butane stove all the time. Carry two of these with me. Sometimes I'll use both of them. Most of the time I'll use one and do like a one pot type of dish. But I carry a second one as a backup. And what I'll do is generally I'll sit up here and cook. This is my sink, and it's a faucet that just turns on here. and water runs out. Super cheap. Amazon was like $9.99. Went to the hardware store, got a couple fittings to fit inside the cap, and works perfect. So when I'm not doing the dishes, I'll just take this and put it to the side, and then I'll use this as my cooktop, or I can work down below as well. I don't put anything hot down on the tailgate, just because this is a high density marine foam. I don't want it to melt. So if I do have to put something hot, like a lot of times if I'm cooking for a bigger group that we all go out together, I'll do multiple cast irons. I've got small thin wooden cutting boards that I don't really use as cutting boards. They're really super cheap, and I got a pack of them, and I just set those out and set my hot iron skillets on those. But super simple. This is my utensil drawer, and get a closer look at it. You can see I've got all of my regular utensils here. Potato peeler, knives. Those are more knives with cast iron hot hands to put on the edge of the cast iron skillets. Big help. And then inside here, I've got all sorts of stuff for cooking. And then down below is where I have my spatulas and all those type of goodies. Big spoons, tongs, all that stuff is down in there. But spices can go in here. I haven't put any in there yet right now. But I just picked this up out at the Brushy Mountain State Penitentiary, the Southeast camping event. And I really like it. I just hang it up here with some hooks, and it works really simple. Folds up, zips away, put it in the drawer, and it's out of sight, out of mind. And then when I need to use it and set it up, I just set it up like that. So I think this is a pretty simple setup. Some people may seem it's a little elaborate. There are people that have much similar things. Obviously, when I'm on a motorcycle, I can't carry all this stuff, so I usually just have a little single burner, like a pocket rocket that's on a fuel canister. Sometimes I will bring this with me on the bike too as well, but it's definitely modified. I don't bring the big water jug and all that kind of stuff, and I only bring a few utensils. But this is it in a nutshell. And let me show you this right here. See, this is all this is. And it's got a on-off button, and I just use these fittings to put it in the hole on the cap. So when I'm not using it, take it out, dry it out. I set it back in the drawer. You might say, Doug, what do you do with your garbage when you're out? Well, I really don't accumulate a whole lot of garbage. Obviously, I accumulate a little bit. But what I do is this right here. And this is something super simple. And I got it in Florida at the Save Expo. Actually, at the end of the expo, a lady was coming around wanting to take pictures of this hanging off of somebody's truck. And I was like, what is that? And they go, well, it's a dispenser to throw your beer cans or pop cans or whatever in, primarily on jet skis and stuff. And I was like, I could use that for garbage. And so I bought it off the lady. I think I paid like 40 bucks for it. And I don't just throw it in here. I actually take a small bag, and put it inside of here. So, but I put cans, paper towels, food scraps that are wrapped up in something. And basically I just leave it hang right on the edge of my tank bracket when I'm set up at camp. When I leave, I pull it out, stick it in the drawer, and makes a perfect garbage can. And it's kind of up and out of the way, and it doesn't really bother me any, and it's out of everybody's way. So that's what I do with my garbage. So guys, if you got any questions on anything, the products or anything I use, or any suggestions or anything, criticisms, I don't care, leave it in the comments below in this video. I'll respond to it. I'll give you the best answer I can give you. If I don't know it, I'll direct you to where you can find the answer, or I'll get it for you. But this is my kitchen setup. Now it's time for some relaxing by the fire. Hey, if you like what you've seen, please hit that subscribe and notification bell. And thank you for watching the video.